Joergen, welcome to the DJ Media Dude Expo coverage here at NAB 2016. And you are the CEO of?
I'm the CEO of Freedom360 and Koncept VR, and we are one of the main developers of hardware for VR capture systems like GoPro mounts and similar things.
Well, then you have a couple right there with you, right? So tell us a little about these mounts.
So this one right in front of me is what we call the Freedom360 Classic. It is a 6-camera mount for 6 GoPros off the shelf. And this was the first and original mount that allowed us, actually the filmmaker for virtual reality, to capture fully high quality virtual reality without a blind spot. The important part about having no blind spot anymore means that we don't need to worry about the camera orientation anymore.
Right.
And the camera can be oriented in any direction we want in the space. So this allowed us to have a camera system that is untethered, lightweight, and gives us incredible high resolution and quality. At the moment, we're targeting actually 6K 60 as our main production size for this output in equirectangular, but we can go up to 8K and 30 frames per second.
Now, question for you, will this automatically synchronize all the cameras, or is this just a rig that holds the cameras?
This mount is specifically just holding the cameras in a very tight and reliable confinement. It does not sync electronically the cameras.
Okay.
So in post-production, we're actually gonna do a motion twist to actually create the synchronization in post.
I see. So there's software that automatically will sense all of them and synchronize them for you, or is that a manual process?
The synchronization happens within the video stitching software, and it is built in because we're working actually with the video stitching developer indirectly to get all those features in that we need for VR production.
I see, that makes sense. Now, behind you have a different kind of setup, right? The little one right here. What's the difference between that one and this one here?
So, because the Freedom360 Classic is fully orientation free, we do have a bunch of customers that actually like to just place the camera just vertically. So we developed actually the broadcaster mount, and this has several features. It is distinctively made to be mounted vertically or top down if you want to.
Right.
It does have a blind spot compared to this, so we cannot move it freely in space.
Right.
But once we have fixed it, the resulting blind spot that is downwards is relatively easy to patch in After Effects. Together with our friends from Metal, who have fantastic plugins.
Oh, Metal, yeah. I've interviewed them. They're great. Yeah. They're really good.
So those tools are easily to use in this context. What it also allows you to do for live broadcast, to run the HDMI and USB cables through the centers down here, and then we have all cable management on the bottom, where we can go into HDMI extenders if you need to do a very long run, or wireless transmitters if you want to, and do also the camera power supply via USB.
Yeah, that makes sense. What are the costs for these?
So each mount costs about, this one is about 500, this is 575, and we do have a third mount that we just released for NAB, which is in collaboration with Backbone. So we do sell now modified cameras that are taken apart and rebuilt by Backbone, and we can mount various fisheye lenses, and we do have the Internia 220 on it because that's our favorite lens in this context. And this modifies the GoPros in a way that they are not susceptible to overheating.
I see.
Because they're far more solid. The aluminium front acts as a gigantic heatsink, and this allows us to run them practically indefinitely when we use support USB power.
Right.
It's also good for filmmakers because they don't need to worry about their cameras overheating over 45 minutes.
Right.
It's important, like on film production, sometimes when it's like really critical.
And the cost on that one is?
That is $375 without cameras, and cameras and lenses are the extra.
Okay. Great.
But it's also very live broadcasting friendly because all the camera ports are on the bottom, so we don't have to deal only with 3 cameras and 3-camera live capture.
Okay, Joergen, if people want to find out more about your company, where should they go?
You can find all the information about us at freedom360.us, and we ship worldwide for many years now.
Great to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.